pecan crusted chicken on a pumpkin hash.
Please welcome to our daytime kitchen, the Valhalla Inn's executive chef and our good friend, Manny Brasil. Hey, Manny.
Manny.
Hello.
How you doing,
How are
pal?
Now you survived the Freddy visit.
Yeah, I know.
What do you
I
think
thought
he
he was going to
eats?
eat my chicken or something.
What do you think he eats regularly? A dog that big, you know?
I don't know. Probably, I would say probably about 20 pounds of something.
Small
Dog's
children.
leg, I think, is what you wanted. So you're making
Something
an
like
autumn
that.
dish today, pal.
Yep.
What is this?
What do we?
So we got chicken. First thing I'm going to get the sauce going over here, and what we have is some veal jus.
Bonjour.
Yep. And what is, we do veal jus about twice a week. We take 200 pounds of bones every time, roast it off, carrots, onions, celery, roast that off, tomato paste, and then we cook it for 24 hours.
Oh.
Then we take some red wine, about 2 bottles of red wine, and some fresh herbs, rosemary, thyme, and a mirepoix. And reduce that down. So that's a sauce. I mean, that's what really makes the sauce is the base.
It does,
So
doesn't
that's a base there.
Wow. That
sounds
So we
good.
got that. And we got some 35% cream and some cranberries. Just
Oh.
cranberry sauce. Either you can use fresh cranberry sauce or just canned
See,
cranberries.
now that it's 2 months to Christmas, we can start getting the cranberries out.
We've got it left over from
Absolutely. Well-
Thanksgiving, too, right?
I mean, they're at the store everywhere right now.
Yeah.
And okay, we're going to start with the chicken. So I marinated it like we did last time, some olive oil, some white wine, and herbs and that. I mean, marinating the chicken is what really gives it the flavor.
Yeah.
If you don't marinate, say you just kind of season, but if you marinate it if it's fish, like for an hour, chicken 3 hours the day before,
Yeah.
it just gives it all that flavor.
It goes right
and that's
through,
what
doesn't it?
people really miss. People just they go buy the meat, they season it, or sometimes they don't season it, they cook it, and then that's it.
You're right.
Yeah, so I mean, it's really unfortunate because I mean, you really get the flavor out of it.
Okay, so
Manny.
just marinate even for an hour.
Yeah, like fish. Like fish, you only
Okay.
need to marinate for about an hour. Meat and chicken and that, you can marinate for a few hours.
Now
Okay.
you've got some salt happening here.
Yeah, some salt.
White pepper?
Some pepper on both sides. I got the pan, nice hot pan. This is another thing people don't do is heat up their pans. Start off with a cold pan. Start with a hot pan, it's going to sear it off. Sear all the juices inside so it's nice and moist. You start off slow, all the juices start coming out.
Right.
So
you end up with a dry, rubbery piece of chicken and wonder
Exactly.
why.
You've been to my place?
Okay, so I'm going to do 2 different chickens. One is, I'm going to sear that off. There's 2 different ways of doing it. I'm going to sear it off, then I'm going to put the Creole mustard on, the pecans, and then the chili, and that will be baked off. The other one we're just going to sear off here with a crust on it.
Okay.
So there's two different ways you could do it.
What kind of mustard is this again?
This is a Creole mustard.
Creole mustard.
Quite nice, actually.
Nice smell.
Yeah, it is.
Freddie wants a little of that on Dougie's leg.
So I got some crushed pecans.
Yum.
You get the pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds.
Hey.
And you can switch it around, right?
Okay.
That, and we're going to do some chilies.
You got somebody watching you today. Who's that?
That's Henry Tucker. He's my assistant, the executive sous at. We worked before. We used to work at the Prince together. And
Great.
King Eddie, we worked together, so we've been around.
Good man.
Yeah.
Excellent stuff.
He's seeing what a media maven you are.
Yeah.
So we got the oil. It's hot. That's going to start off. The other one's just going to go on right now.
Wonderful.
Then we're going to move on to the hash.
Is maven a word? I tend to use words that don't exist.
No, that exists.
Might be.
Maven does.
Might be.
So we're going to some more olive oil on here. Then we got pumpkin, which is in season. I got some Idaho potatoes, some red onions. A hash you really don't have to. It'll all be cooked in one pan. So you start off with potatoes cooked, roast them off, and throw your onions and leeks in. They're bigger, they're going to take longer to cook off. What I've done, I've kind of blanched them off, so all I'm going to do is reheat them right now.
Yummy.
So we got pumpkin.
Is that one of those small pumpkins like for the pie?
Yeah.
Chef?
Oh
Okay.
yeah, the little cooking pumpkins.
Yeah,
The big
yeah.
ones have most flavor.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've heard that.
There you go. So don't save money on the pumpkin. Get a good
No,
little one.
like the ones I get a carve for the kids, I just throw them out.
Do you?
Most people do.
Yeah.
You
Then
can
we got,
roast the seeds, can't you, Chef?
Yeah, toast them off.
Toast them up.
Yep.
Even
I
on the
don't think
big
I hate-
pumpkins? Even
Yeah, on the big ones.
okay.
Yeah, on the big ones, people
All right.
take them.
Because I was going to put that with my rubber chicken.
How's that sauce doing over there, Chef? Is that getting a little hot?
Yeah, getting there.
Still got 3 minutes.
3 minutes. All right.
Manny carefully times this.
What are we doing?
You the Manny.
We're getting there.
This is beautiful.
Now, you guys did that
The food drive.
food drive, right?
That's right.
Big update. What went on there?
Where our gold was 1,500, and then what happened was the first 4. It was a 5-week period when we started it. So the first 4 weeks we got 1,240, and then the last week we had 1,260. So we got 2,525 pieces.
now, maybe,
Yeah,
maybe
that was
that's because they
unbelievable.
watched the show.
Could be.
I think so, Manny. You're
Maybe I
a...
should be back more often.
You should. Hey, you're welcome anytime you want to come here.
But no tickets to the Lion King, man.
Yeah, and so we've notified the
Food bank?
the person who won, because we had the public involved.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
notified
yeah.
them. So they haven't used the weekend for two, a dinner in the Nordic,
Yeah.
and brunch.
You know what? You guys are really to be commended for doing this, because I know, especially now, food banks are struggling. It seems like people are starting to draw back a little from giving. But it's nice of you to put the initiative out there.
And also the owner put up $900 cash. We gave a check to the food bank for $900.
Beautiful.
Really?
Yeah, it was
Way to
amazing.
go.
So for next year, we're hoping that we're going to compete again against another hotel.
Good.
To get things going in that.
That'll get
Right
things
now-
heated up, won't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Because we tried to do that this year, but nobody really wanted to, so it's kind of unfortunate.
Well, they got strong competition if they do take you
Yeah.
guys on.
You're issuing the challenge on live television.
On anybody. So
Right.
don't do it. Okay, so we have a little bit of asparagus.
I love asparagus.
Yeah.
Sucker.
Oh, white ones, beautiful. White asparagus with prosciutto. Excellent.
Oh, I never
There's
tried
actually in Simcoe, Ontario, they actually grow a white asparagus.
that. Ah,
Quite nice, actually.
Quick asparagus question. Should you buy small ones for flavor as well for that, or
I
the big
personally like
ones?
small ones.
Yeah.
There's more flavor, they're delicate. You don't have to peel them either, they're the smaller ones.
Yeah.
And if you take one, I have these blanched already,
Yeah.
but if you take your nail and you just, well, I can't really do it here because it's blank, but if it's raw and you can pierce it, they just pierce pierce easily.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's tender. If
Okay.
it's hard, then you have to peel it. If not, you can just blanch it and cook it.
Okay, good.
Good tip, thanks.
Man, he's
How's the
got
hash
tips.
coming?
Coming along. Okay, a little seasoning here. Get rid of that. A little pepper.
Look at him go. 4 pans at once, folks.
Okay. So we're already here.
Business as usual.
Just as usual, of course. Okay.
All right.
Actually, no, we're going to throw a few tomatoes for color in there.
Oh, that sounds good.
Why not?
Seeded and chopped?
Seeded and chopped.
Yeah.
Concasse. A little term for you.
All right. Oh, you're the man.
I mean, you want to put butternut squash in here, acorn squash, and like anything like that you could do.
I wasn't hungry until we started the show. Now I'm starving.
Now we're
Some reason.
mesmerized.
Yeah.
You want to take a few asparagus?
Fantastic. And we're just about out of time. And as usual,
As usual.
Manny finishes it off.
You are the Manny.
There you go.
Unbelievable.
That's the veal jus with
Oh.
the cranberries and the thick cream, and
Fantastic.
I think I'll mesmerize more. Manny, that is a meal fit.
Oh, fresh sage from the garden at the hotel.
And I think we need to be able to tip this up somehow
There you go.
Oh my garden.
so that you can see it.
Thank you so much, Manny.
Thank you.
Wow. For more information or reservations at the Valhalla Inn, please call this number, 416-239-2391.
Or visit their website at valhalla-inn.com.